If you feel like you haven't made any gains recently due to the limited access to machines or fancy training equipments, in this video I'm gonna explain the reasons why I don't need gym machines and how I got stronger without them, like 20 kg on weighted pull-ups, weighted chin-ups and weighted dips, 1-arm push-ups, 48 kg per side on squat. To the point that when injured, I started to train with machines again for a while, to be clear, and I was so powerful that I could go full stack right away at some machines like the deep one or leg extension one. You can do it too, bro. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bách Đỗ, a Vietnamese guy. I have males gain weight and strength becoming bigger and stronger. Lately my weight has gone up from 55 to more than 70 kg. You can check out YouTube shorts on this channel for my training style, strength and physique. Let me clarify something first, is that to me cable is also a form of machine because of its supportive mechanism. And so I used to use machine and cables in the past, like the leg extension or leg curl machines, seated shoulder press machine, pec deck machine, and some weird cable exercises like tricep push down, lateral raise, chest fly, 1-arm lat pull down and 1-arm row as well, etc. As far as I can tell, they can be replaced by other training style, specifically free weight and calisthenics, which look cooler than the former. Machines and cables, they do not bring me the real strength. And other two. Let me give you an example right here. There's one guy at the gym where I have been going. I see him do lat pull down a lot. Okay, I don't know about his strength, but let's just assume that he is strong at it. Fine. But when it comes to his pull-ups, it is bullshit technique with half arm using the fucking straps at pull-ups. So, as a conclusion, lat pull down doesn't give him functional and pure strength, like me right here, pulling myself up with 20 kg hung around my waist, explosively, gaining the attention from people around. Okay. And if I trained with machines and cables, I would have to depend on them, which I don't want to happen at all. And during the trip to a beach city last year, I was able to basically show off. Yeah, gaining attention again. Why not? I like it because I have more power to push myself more and harder, so why not trying to get the attention? Okay. And then I was doing L sit hold, 1-arm push up, piston squat. Crazy. Training with machines and cables would cost me much time. It is like comparing isolation with compound movements. After switching into weighted pull-ups and weighted dips and some other compound and free weight exercises, and that's it. Basically no machines or cables anymore, only two, and I'm going to talk about them later on of this video. But with only weighted pull-ups and weighted dips, training to failure, only 2 sets per exercise, I'm done. I feel so exhausted to the point that I do not even want to train again. I just want to go home. I just want to skip the fucking bend over row or bench press. So basically overhead press and lat pull down would be excessive for me at that point, because I have trained to failure. My fucking forearm, bicep, and of course the back. When it comes to the pushing muscles, there will be chest, front delts, and tricep muscles. They all get burned and pumped and tired. So barbell curl, overhead press, shoulder press in general, etc., would be again excessive. And I am not a pro bodybuilder competing, so isolation is not for me. Another thing is that they are the fucking weird movements. When I got injured, okay, I said to myself, I'm gonna give some machines a try again, like the seated chest press, like this shit, seated row vertically, got back to shoulder press machine, etc. All of them felt uncomfortable to me. The range of motion, the movement, they were awkward as fuck. I didn't feel anything. So I'm done with them. Now I have been using only 2 of machines or cables to be precise at the end of several sessions to squeeze the energy left from time to time. Particularly they are tricep push down and rotator cuff. That's it. And they are just basically and rotator cuff, it is just for the strength and the health of this fucking shoulder area. It is not for size or muscle, to prevent the injuries in the future. That's it. While I'm gonna focus 100% of my energy on the main movements that I want to get strong at, and personally I like them so much. So I have been following 2 methods that I'm gonna share with you right now for free, which I did have to pay for them, but here it's free. Okay, the first one is the bodyweight method. Basically you gotta have some energy preserved at the end of the session with the bodyweight exercises. Okay, remember that it is about low intensity plus high volume. Okay, so figure out the max reps in a row you can do that exercise. For example, pull-ups or dips. Figure out how many reps you can do consecutively. Okay, and in the next session you will do 4 sets, and about the number of reps per set, it would be equal 50% of the max rep that you did do beforehand. And in the last set, if you feel that you can do 2 or more, increase 1 more rep per set in the next session, and do not do those more reps. Okay, as I said before, you gotta have some energy preserved. On the other hand, if you cannot do 2 or more reps in the last set, fine, remain the same number of reps until one day you can do it, you can feel it, and have a name for yourself. Let me give you an example. I did have the goal of 15 pull-ups in a row, so basically I would have to get to 4 sets of 8. Okay, because 8 plus 8, double 8, it will be 16, which is more than 15, my goal. So I had to get to it. So initially I started from 4 sets of 3 reps, and then gradually I would build up into 4 sets of 4 sets of 5, etc. And then after finishing the 4 sets of 8, in the next session I did 3 sets max out to test it, and then I got it. 16, 17 reps in a row. That's it. So the next one is about the weighted method. Here you gotta train to failure. No energy preserved anymore. High intensity plus low volume. Only 2 sets. And have the target of 10 and 15 reps respectively for those 2 sets. The main weight would be utilized in the first set, and then it will be decreased by 20 to 25%. If you achieve the targeted reps, you will increase the weight in the next session, and of course finish the rest here. And if you can do more reps, just do more. On the other hand, if you didn't achieve the targeted reps, fine, increase the reps in the next session. Try to increase it in the next session. So those approaches did help me get from 5-6 pull-ups consecutively to 17 and 20 kg on weighted pull-ups for reps explosively, from a few dips to 21 dips and 20 kg on weighted dips for reps, again explosively, 43 kg per side on squat for 11 fucking reps. It was brutal. One note right here before I actually ended this: instead of doing controlled and slow reps, you don't need them. You just have to do explosive reps, which I did repeat over and over beforehand, right? Also with full ROM, okay? For example, with pull-ups, your chin must be above the bar, and when you're down, the arms must be straightened, okay? Fast. The way up is as fast as the way down. That's it, bro. Goodbye.